When was the last time you did something for the fun of it, without worrying about if you could or should, without caring about what people might say? When was the last time you just did something stupid because you wanted to? I'm talking about dyeing your hair the most horrendous color you secretly deep down really want, or cutting up that weird shirt you kept because it had potential, but what if it doesn't really match your aesthetic or clashes with your frog beauty too much? I'm talking about the cringy, silly, harmless actions you might tell yourself not to do because it's stupid. Okay, saying to do it is easier said than done. If you're scared of what people might say, that's kind of really hard to get over, coming from someone with an intense, crippling fear of being disliked and subsequently talked about. Sure, I'll be cringe and happy, but I still kind of want to not feel like the world hates me, you know? Rather than trying to totally not care about what people might think of me for doing something now, I try to do it despite caring so much, if that makes sense. Every time I post, I need to throw up, scream, cry, bury myself in a hole, and hibernate for the next 2 years, but I still do it. Even when people from real life discover my post, I cry and hit that post button. If you know me in real life, no you don't, click off, keep scrolling. You don't need to see this. And this is all because doing what I want and what makes me happy has become more valuable than not being judged in my old age. Finding joy in my life has become more important than being liked, which, I think is a win in my book. I'm gonna die. You're gonna die. We're all gonna die on this floating rock in space, which will also cease to exist. Life is too short to keep telling yourself not to do something. And what you do in this small moment of time really doesn't matter. I know it feels like it does, but it doesn't. And everyone else is too concerned with themselves to really remember anything about you unless they really care about you. So you'll be okay. And sure, it can be very scary, but you did it. I watched a really good video on how you should just have the audacity to do something by Awi Brinhertz. I'll link that in the description so you can watch it, but I kind of wanted to expand on that sentiment. For those who do not feel that brave, confident, or strong enough to gain the audacity, or don't have enough, delusion to think they have the audacity when they may feel like they don't, you should do it for the story. Come on, think about how good of a story you'd get if you confessed to your crush and it went horribly wrong. Okay, yeah, maybe you wanted the earth to swallow you up in the moment, but it'll be funny when you could tell it at like a little dinner party, you know? Okay, well, maybe you don't like doing it for the story. Do it to make your life less boring. You want to post a YouTube video? Think about how much more interesting your day will be if you have a video you really are interested in and are working on. And what if it blows up and you can quit your day job? And then boom, you can do everything that you've ever wanted to because you have unlimited monies, because we all know how much social media influencers get paid ridiculous amounts. Okay, maybe you like a boring life. Do it because one day you won't be able to. Do it before you can regret it in 50 years. And you don't want to regret not doing something because you can't go back in time and force yourself into action. Like in 50 years, maybe you're in your rocking chair thinking about how you should really have just tried to take a dance class instead of fearing looking stupid. And you will never be able to go back in time and do that. So now that you are in that moment and you're in the present to make a decision that could bring you a lot of joy, I think you should do it because you deserve to be happy. At the end of the day, you want to do it. You want it. So would you rather start now or start in 10 years thinking about how much better it would have been to have started earlier? I mean, I think about how I should have started art way earlier because then I could be more skilled. Maybe I could have pursued it as a career. Maybe I could have been happy with my art. But I'm in a moment where I could continue working on art so that in the next 5 years, I don't think the exact same thing. And I don't regret not trying because I wasn't good at it. I think you should be stupid. Those idiots who never really self-reflect or think about why they shouldn't are a lot happier. Sure, you could wait those 3 years to get better at whatever it is, but will you ever be good enough to start? How do you know that the finish line of whatever goal or requirement you're waiting on won't just move? Why do you need to climb Mount Everest first? Why not just start on a small hike? Why are you waiting for perfection to begin? This is something I ask myself a lot. There's so many things that I want or I wanted to do, but I told myself I couldn't because I wasn't good enough, I wasn't skilled enough, I didn't have these certain things. But I'll never be good enough. That sounds really bad. But like, I'll never be the best. I'll never meet my own standards. And I probably won't ever meet a lot of other people's standards for certain things. But why is that a reason to not do it? We only have one life, and I don't want a majority of my life to be lived in fear of failure and all the what ifs that I could have done, but I stopped myself. Doing it horribly is better than never starting because perfection won't ever come and force you to start. Why do you have to be good to do something? Don't think about why you shouldn't, but all the reasons that you should. If you can't think of any because you're that deep into the self-doubt cave, that's okay, and I think you should make some reasons up. If you cut your hair, your grandma will win her next bingo game. There you go, that's a reason, and it sounds like a pretty darn good reason to me. So next time or whenever you come faced with that decision to start or try something new, I hope you choose stupid and do it. Hi, I just wanted to say thank you all for the support. My channel has been as consistently growing as it can when I post like once a month. And I'm really sorry about that. I wanted to get so many videos out, and by so many I mean one during spring break, but guess what? I got sick again, and some crazy stuff has been happening in my personal life that's been very difficult to make videos with. But yeah, thank you so much for the support, and I hope once the semester ends I can upload more videos. Bye!